video, late night, okay? A lot of y'all didn't see this coming because that's how you got to be nowadays. You got to be like, I'm a come, but I'm not even going to speak it out loud. I'm not going to write nothing down. See, we have free will, so you can always even surprise people who think they know when you're going to show up. Okay, so in this late night video, I'm going to talk to you about a few things. Welcome, everybody. Whoever's up, come on in. Come on in. I know y'all see me. Okay, come sit near the fireplace with me in the candlelight. Hi, Empress. We got some late night people. Okay. Some of y'all may not know that I can also be a bit of a night owl. Okay. Normally, I I I'm missing in action when I'm up, but I think I'll start doing some late night videos sometime for y'all. Okay. All right. So one of the things that I got. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all some guidance. I don't do morning, afternoon guidance anymore, y'all. I don't do that time. So some of y'all may be in the lone wolf energy, but the lone wolf energy is actually working for you. Okay? Don't think that you're going to get jumped or beat up because you're rolling by yourself. It's actually working for you. You may end up getting lucky. It's because you're setting up boundaries energetically. So if you set up boundaries energetically right now, it kind of gives you like a green thumb or like that four-leaf clover type of energy. So if you have a lot going on in your head where you're like, I don't know if I want to do this or do that or do this, let it be messy. If your house is a little messy, let it be messy. You may be, let it be messy, but at some point over the next 2 days, you're going to have to release. Okay? So we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about the work we're going to have to do within the next 48 hours. But until then, allow things to be a little messy so that you're not so focused on sorting things out so that you can allow abundance to come into you. Okay? So you can't, basically, don't sweat the small stuff. Like, oh, my table's messy. Oh, my bed's a little messy. Don't sweat the little stuff because there's you're lucky right now. So you don't want to waste this lucky type of energy. All right. So if you were thinking of mountains, some of y'all may have been needing to see mountains because of spell work on our diet. Some of y'all may feel like somebody's transferring their toxic energy to you. If you are feeling that way, you're going to have to be mindful of your grocery list and you're going to have a plan to get your energy up in a healthy way. So make sure you're keeping pineapple, greens, spinach, green vegetables right now, especially cucumbers. I keep getting vitamin B. So make sure you're getting your green vegetables in. Otherwise, the spell work is going to work on you. Okay, there's spell work on food. All right, and also on the throat chakra. There's spell work. Um, be careful of social groups, certain social groups. Classrooms may be toxic. You may feel like people are like trying to smoke you up or fog you up. So be careful of your communication. Um, you may have people that's trying to hurt whatever you love. It could be somebody very toxic competing with you energetically. So just be mindful of that. You also want to make sure that you are watching your technology. Your batteries may run out. You may try to access something and suddenly your cell phone or your computer is not charged. So you don't want to be late to certain events. There is a breakthrough coming of resources. So if you're looking for creative resources or inspirational material or like affordable workshops, they can be coming through. So make sure you check your email if you're subbed or if you have subscribed to any type of app that has resources. You could actually end up finding some very valuable resources. Someone may actually have an offer for you, may want to hire you for something, or you may be invited to something. So just make sure your email box is clear. Somebody may be actually trying to reach you. Um, Make sure you're checking your spam folders and folders where like old emails, somebody's email might get lost there or something of that nature. Hans is over here, y'all. Y'all know Hans had to make an appearance. Look, see him? He just walked by. Every time I get on a live video, he circles. He like makes sure I'm protected. Hansi does that every time, y'all. He is so he is so protective of me. Hansi, you would protect mommy. You come in on video? Y'all, I got Hansi on the left and Flick on the right. They ain't playing about me tonight. They like, why you up? Why you up doing this video? Okay, so if you were thinking of starting a project that you could commit to, something that you enjoy doing, this is a good time to do that, okay? You can start the planning of it. Within 2 days, you want to go in on a project. So it's important to come up with some sort of project that you know you love and that you enjoy. You could actually end up manifesting it, okay? Now, as I said, within a few days, you're going to have to make space. You're going to have to let things be spacious. So right now, you're kind of like still setting intentions, still warming up the manifestation, all while you're trying to get some work done. So this is a good time to just kind of watch your energy and be in your mind and watch your throat chakra. Okay, we had 20 something people in here and it then went down to 15, y'all. That's sad. It's sad. Okay, so some of y'all may be looking for a job and you may experience that you're having a hard time finding a job. You really should be like focusing more on your environment and your mental health and some side hustle. Okay, some sort of creative project. Hi, everybody. Hi, so I'm burning the green candle because green is the lucky color right now. It's a lucky color. All right, I got this as a message for y'all twice. What I'm burning is a candle that is the forest candle. Okay? So if you were going to go to the casino, you want to pick machines that have 4-leaf clover on them, or if you play the lottery, you want to get lottery tickets that have 4-leaf clover or green. Okay. Hi, everybody. That is so funny that you said you're looking for a man with money because I literally got that as a download earlier. The download that I got is that women need to feel more comfortable being in Empress energy. Like, you don't have to do all the work. You don't have to do all the man work. I got that as a download earlier. Some of y'all may have somebody trying to make you feel bad about you being an Empress. All right. I got like somebody trying to pull you into masculine energy. Y'all, what somebody just said in here is confirmation for that download. Okay. Be careful of somebody trying to make you the man. That's the download that I got. Some of y'all may have somebody, a male. Y'all may be attracting men who are literally females. I know this is wild, but I'm just saying, y'all, I ain't going to say no more. Okay, so hi everybody. Some of y'all may have been having trouble attracting a manly man. That's why y'all feeling the way y'all feeling. Okay, something about not attracting. I'm getting old fashioned man energy. Like some of y'all need that old fashioned man energy, where the man come towards you. Like for some reason that's becoming obsolete. I got a download earlier that the male community is starting to get extremely too critical. That was the download I got. Okay, I was going to save that download for members. Men are blocking their blessings. Masculine energy is blocking their blessings because they're becoming too critical. And I got a download to warn men, if you are being critical, so critical of women in your mind, you're blocking your blessings, because women are Empress energy. Empress is the abundant energy. It's the energy of fertility, of eggs. So you got to be careful what you walking around thinking about women right now. Because God made us in pairs. Okay, I got that as a download, and I had to talk to somebody today about that. I said, look, you keep on acting like the female. I got it as a download, and I said, your energy is coming off too critical. Like you're never satisfied. I literally said this to a male today after I got it as a download. So I'm just saying. And then when I did a little bit of the reading, the masculine energy came out. Somebody starting drama. Y'all ain't got time for somebody that want to be fake. Some of y'all got somebody that wants y'all back. Only want to be around you if you got an automobile. It's for somebody on this channel. If you have an automobile, or if you can buy them drinks. Something about that. Some of y'all got somebody trying to come back. And they just coming back because you got benefits. They only want to come back because you got benefits, y'all. And it's somebody in masculine energy. They in masculine energy, but they still female energy because they want you to be the male. They want you to pay for the dinner and the drinks and do the driving, y'all. I don't know what else to say. Somebody said they want to start their own channel. Somebody said they're about to start stealing. Let me tell y'all, I got that too. I got that too. Holy Spirit said, watch out for temptation right now. I got that as a download. I'm not lying. I heard a spirit in here an hour ago say, you should copy. I said, I ain't copying nothing. I swear, at least I'm going to admit that I heard that spirit. I heard that spirit in here an hour ago. See, some downloads I don't share because I don't want to make people uncomfortable. But that demonic spirit has been traveling through the divine community, is trying to get us arrested, y'all. Look, I'm going to just go out and say it. There is a demonic spirit that's trying to get us to get violent, to catch a case. Okay, it want us to catch a case. You know, it could want the police to come for us. So just, y'all, I felt it come over me an hour ago. I was like, oh, I was like, this is a spirit trying to get me to catch a case. And I said it out loud. I was like, I'm not catching a case for nobody. And I said it out loud, y'all, and I isolated myself. And then all of a sudden, I had this strong craving for food. Now, what y'all don't know is that food can be earth energy as well. Greed can be earth energy in reverse. And when you got a demonic spirit trying to make you catch a case, and you resist it, it will try to get you it'll try to make you sick then. It's like it's trying to punish you. Like, oh, you don't want to catch a case? You don't want to be ruthless and fight. So I'm going to go ahead and make you sick and heavy. Y'all, I'm telling you. What does it matter? Why everybody worried about somebody who, why y'all worried about who somebody being with? Y'all, look, I got a download earlier. I guess I'm going to share that one too. Holy Spirit told me people are worried about other people's business too much. I literally heard that show up on a YouTube video. I heard it as a download. Holy Spirit told me to not worry about who somebody seeing, who somebody laying up with or whatever. Okay, because I heard the Spirit say, yeah, be concerned about what they doing, who they with. Da, 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 da. I said, no, I'm not doing it. I was like, I'm not doing it. Yo, I swear on my life, man, I died during this video. I literally got that as a download earlier to mind my business. To mind my business. I was all ready to go digging and asking questions and all of that. And I was told, nope, you're better off not knowing. Sometimes, y'all, some things are better off that you do not know. Telling you. Because some of y'all dealing with somebody that's sneaking and doing something, some illegal activity with somebody on the side or somebody's side or something. Y'all. It's better off watch what you ask and know. Sometimes you're gonna say, I wish I ain't know this. Okay? Some of y'all done got cheated on and everything. Some of y'all got somebody that's out here doing stuff. All right? You don't, I know you like, I want to know. You may be surprised that it might be something illegal. Like prostitutes and pedophile stuff. So, and then you get to arguing with that person. You start tapping in and seeing visions and knowing everything they did. And then you might get in the way of their karma. You got to let them finish what they doing. Whatever somebody doing behind your back, just let them finish it. So they can go ahead and get their karma full blown. Because if you come in and stop it, you're acting like you're a protector. Why are you a protector of the wicked? Let the wicked get their karma. You just protect yourself. You say, oh, my intuition told me that you doing this and doing that. Okay, I'm not saying nothing though, because I want you to get your karma. Y'all be rescuing the wicked and stuff. When you go approaching them and you say, I know what you're doing. I know what you up to. I saw it through my intuition. What do you think they're going to do? They might take a break from what they're doing. They may hide it more from you. They may do it less. Just so that they can disarm your request for justice. Okay? They can make them get less karma. Because they know you're pulling them into karma as well if you're already calling them out. Don't get it twisted. These narcissists and these fake people, they know karma exists. They know karma exists. And if you really want justice, you keep your mouth shut and you play dumb. You play like you don't know. See? You play like you. I'm serious. You're not being fake when you still be kind and nice to that person and you just be pleasant. The Creator's not gonna punish you because the Creator know what they're doing to you behind your back. So when you play dumb, they get arrogant. Okay, they say, well, I can take it to the max when I'm doing behind your back because you don't know no better. See, that's how the true wickedness come out. When you act like you don't know, the true full-blown wickedness come out. And then they definitely get the ultimate karma. Okay? You just make sure that you keep record. You just keep record of whatever money you put in, whatever conversations y'all had, and you keep it. I'm going to tell y'all, as soon as y'all know y'all dealing with narcissistic family members, you need to get a private safe. Okay, you need a safe, and you need to keep your documents in there, or a post office box, all the recordings, your diaries, because when people are doing you dirty behind your back, they're also watching you. They're trying to see how much you're watching them. They're trying to see any signs, that see if you have any signs of what they're doing. So you still have to cover your tracks, but still get what's owed to you. Some of y'all be so quick to leave people. Get your bag, okay? You can stay with somebody and get full restitution. They doing you like dirt. You don't get mad, you get everything. Period. Period. That's what that one famous rich lady said. When you know you being treated dirty to the max, you don't rush off the court. Because they might cover their tracks. They might have set you up in an argument to make you look like you're crazy. You're the bad one. So you get what you can get out of that. And you get nourished and fed. And you save up every dime. Every time they give you money, you put it in a secret safe. Every time they buy you stuff, you don't use it. You put that stuff away for sale. You get you a little storage facility and you store all those gifts in there that they give you. Because you know the wicked people, they love to think that they're making up for what they did by giving you gifts. They say, oh, I gave you a gift, so my wickedness behind your back ain't that bad. No, you say, oh, I love these gifts. You don't use none of the gifts. I wish somebody would have told me this, that when I was getting gifts from narcs in my family, instead of opening them, I should have been putting them away to sell that stuff. Because I don't want to use nothing of something somebody did wicked to me. I don't want to use their stuff. I need to get that stuff out of my life. But I need to get the money for it. Because they owe me. They owe me. They've been doing wickedness to me behind my back. They owe me. They owe me lots of money. Because when somebody do wickedness behind your back, and you did not know, you did not know. They were blocking you too. Because you were sitting up there all good and kind and turning down people. People want to go out with you. You're like, no, I got to boo. All that stuff being blocked by that wicked person. So if they've been doing wickedness behind your back for a good year and they still ain't come clean, you don't leave them right away. What you do is you get paid. You get paid. You get paid because you might not get paid legally. These wicked people, they know how to put spell work on the judges. They know how to put spell work on the therapist. What you do is you get what you could get. You get what you could get. You fill up a basket of stuff that you can get paid for, and then you kick their butt to the curb. Just in case. Just in case they didn't fool everybody and got everybody thinking that what they did wasn't true and that you lied or whatever they try to frame it and project on you. In case everybody's siding with them. In case they got all that legal power. In case they got all that family community power. You still get your justice because you did not walk away empty-handed. What'd you say? Somebody, long as it's decent and I can sell it, I will accept everything from the wicked. Somebody do something wicked to me, you want to send me a brand new Bluetooth, go ahead and send it. I'm going to post it right on eBay for sale. Because you've been screwing around with my energy and disrespecting me. Because when somebody do wickedness on you behind your back, that's still spell work. Because they coming in your face, smiling in your face, all fake. That's spell work. See, that's still spell work. We friends, you my homie, I love you, boo. All that's fake. That's emotional spell work. So you need paid for that. Who knows how long they was doing you like dirt? Who knows how long they was running around acting like they don't even know you, they ain't cool with you, and then running back to you for benefits. For some of y'all, could have been, like I said, for your car or food and alcohol and stuff. Who knows? I'm going to tell you, by the time you find out about them wicked people, they was doing it long before you found out. They'll tell you they was only doing it for 2 months. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they was doing it for a year. Y'all got to understand, the side chick, the side dudes are never going to give you the right time. They're never going to tell you the complete truth. They're never going to tell you the exact time that they were sleeping with your man and all that. They're not going to tell you. They're not going to care because they were getting benefits. They were getting benefits. Whatever they telling you, these wicked people tell you, they're telling you the half truths. So you might as well go ahead and get paid. Paid and laid. Because once somebody do you like dirt behind your back, I don't care how long you've been with that person, the relationship is over. This is something I had to learn, y'all. I was holding it down and everything, y'all. In 3 relationships, while they clearly told me it was over by them doing wicked stuff to me behind my back. So stop thinking you owe somebody your chastity on your stuff. You get paid and get laid. Because if they really wanted you on lockdown commitment, they wouldn't have been doing wicked stuff behind your back. And some of y'all don't understand this. I'm going to say something to y'all that's true. Some of y'all don't realize that when someone does wicked to you behind your back, it's for them to get nourished and fed. They don't care if you do. So while you was playing the loyal boo, the loyal friend, you were not getting nourished and fed. You were getting breadcrumbs. You were getting breadcrumbs. So that means you got to make up for all the nourishment that you didn't get. That's why you don't jump right to a committed relationship once you get rid of that wicked person. You be single. You be single. And you enjoy your life for a while and get nourished and fed like you were supposed to get nourished and fed. Because let me tell you, when people do wickedness behind your back, they're also withholding something from you. That's why you start to sense that they're doing something wicked. You start to think that they're cheating and lying because you can tell that something's being withheld from you, whether it's energetically, whether it's through socializing with them, whether it's through physical. You know something's being withheld from you. You can't exactly put a finger on it right away, but eventually you will, the longer it's withheld from you. So that means you have to be free. Immediately go free when they do wickedness behind your back. You see who you want, you go where you want to go, you do what you want, and you do not apologize. You do not owe the wicked loyalty. You do not owe wicked people loyalty. They think you're going to stay loyal because you're an empath. They think that you're going to have compassion for them and say, well, they know not what they do. They think you're going to say that. So that's why they're so comfortable with doing wickedness, and they seem like they're unbothered by the fact that you may pick it up. They're like this. This is what they say. Well, even if you figure out that I did wickedness to you, you're probably not going to go nowhere because you have so much compassion for everybody. You're just so kind. So all I got to do is say sorry, and then you'll think I stopped, and then you won't go nowhere. See? So you be free like they are free. Okay? They're free. They're out here doing wickedness behind your back. They're free. They're free. They're telling you, I don't give a damn about you. Period. So you go be free, but you also be private about it till you get your restitution, till you get your justice. It has to also be financially. Because seeing them suffer ain't enough for justice. That's not enough, okay? Who knows what blessings and abundance they blocked you from being all fake behind your back, talking behind your back. Who knows who they kept from you, okay? Who knows? So you never know if they met somebody who blessed you, but they was grooming that person to be with them and connect with them instead by talking about you like a dog. So you don't even know, okay? When look, when somebody do something wicked to you, it always hurts you financially. It always does. Whether it hurts your energy and you hurt yourself financially, or they're hurting your energy field that is hurting you financially, or they're using other people to hurt you financially. So you must still get your justice financially, whether it's through gifts or property, period. Whether you get them spending their money, get them to spend their money, buy your drinks, buy your meals, buy you gifts. I'm just telling y'all the truth. No, show them grace. No. If Jesus, okay, we want to get into, I love it. Okay, the Christians is in the house. I'm so glad Christians are in here. Do you really want to have this conversation with me? Jesus did not show us grace. Jesus was under orders by God. Why do everybody talk like God didn't tell him to get on the cross and that he just came on this earth and volunteered? No. Okay, he was assigned to do what he did. And if God was so merciful, why aren't we all going to heaven? Why do we still have to earn our way into heaven? So you could dismiss me. You could dismiss me. God will use people to bring karma to other people. God can use anybody and anything he wants to bring karma to somebody. So when you say have grace, you're full of crap. Okay? You're full of crap. Christian. God can use anybody to bring karma. He used Moses, didn't he? Didn't he use Moses? And we're going to get all into the scriptures. Let's get all into the scriptures. He used Moses, didn't he? So let's keep it real here. Okay? And not only people I've ever heard say that is wicked people. Only wicked people say, have mercy, have grace. That's somebody that did wicked. If you knew the true impact, the wickedness have destroyed whole countries, have destroyed whole corporations, have destroyed people's lives till they died. They may have never recovered from the wickedness. If you knew that, you would not be telling somebody to sit up there and have grace. Last time I checked, when you say grace, that's praying. I'm not praying for no wicked. I'm not praying for no wicked. When you pray for the wicked, you get them out their karma. You be silent. You don't say nothing in their favor. You don't got to say nothing against them. Just let it be silent like the beginning of time when there was darkness. Let it be silent so they can go ahead and get whatever they coming through that darkness. They can get whatever demons is coming through that darkness. But when you pray, you bringing light to them. You're bringing light to them. And they might not have got their karma yet. And then you fall into judgment. You fall into judgment as well. That's why you Christians need to stop sitting up and coming to our community and thinking you're going to educate us. The scriptures don't only tell you but so much. They only tell you but so much. You got to talk to somebody who's truly tapped in, who can tell you the Akashic records at the bottom, underneath, deep. Look, let me tell y'all Christians something. The scriptures that you see, that's like the first top of the Akashic record. Every scripture is thick. It's thick. The reason why it wasn't left there and it was, or some of it, all of it wasn't put there, because the saints knew that there would be panic. People would not be ready to hear the deep down under other lessons, the other parts of the contract of that scripture. Knew that people would say, well, I'm not going to believe in God because I should have grace for my wickedness. They knew. And they're not allowed to tell everything. They're not allowed to, they didn't put everything in the Bible. Everything's not in the Bible. There were some things that they weren't allowed to tell because it would cause outrage and panic because people would be shocked. They would say, God's a cruel God, when God is not a cruel God. God is a God of discipline, and they don't want the discipline. If everybody knew that God could use other people to bring people karma, they would be outraged. Okay? Somebody said, y'all, I'm telling you. You ain't tapped in enough reading scriptures. Okay? First of all, everything that's in the Bible you can get right here around you. All right? If you gotta go, I need to look in these scriptures to find out, then you ain't really tapped in like you need to be. You need to work on your intuition, like you need to work on it. Because if your intuition is strong, you should be able to talk to God and you'll get your answer and download. You shouldn't have to, let me run to these scriptures, let me see. I don't know what to do. I gotta look at my scriptures. You should not be that dependent on some paper. And no. If you was so close to God, if you was doing that introspection and that spiritual work on a daily basis, you should be able to ride on your intuition. Yo. Okay. I don't do numbers all the time, boo. I don't do numbers all the time. So you can dismiss me. I ain't been talking about no angel numbers in the last few videos. So who you talking about? Who you talking about? I can prove it. I can prove it. I can prove it. I can look, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. See, I just looked at the TV and it matches what I said. I was talking to somebody a moment ago in here and I said, use your intuition. You must not use your intuition. And when I looked on TV, it said, nothing is impossible. See? That wasn't an angel number. But they gave me confirmation. It's not impossible to use your intuition. It's possible. That's what the angels wanted to give you confirmation when I said intuition. Y'all, people sitting up at night trying to attack somebody. Okay, so nothing ever worked out in your life. Look, all these people sitting up, whiny baby. God's not merciful for me. He ain't never going to be, because you're not asking. You're not asking for abundance. You're whining. You're crying about the same stuff every night. Why are you sitting up at night whining? Why aren't you getting paid off your pain? Why? Don't you know that your pain is money? God came through. He told you that you could get rich off your pain. So why don't you do that? Yo, I'm telling you. People want to sit up every night, complain, God ain't this and this and this and that. That's why you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay stuck. You're going to keep going through what you're going through. You ain't even going to sleep positive. You're not even going to sleep with no positive thoughts. I'm talking to the person in here like, God threw me against the wall. Okay, you got thrown against the wall. Baby, 3 of my babies died. 3 of my babies died. My son died inside of me at 8 months 8 months pregnant. He was still alive. He was dying. He was dying. One of my twin babies fell out of me. And I'm still up here like I'm doing God's work because I've then seen what God can do for me as well as my losses. And I've written some wonderful work about my experiences. I've been through some horrific stuff. Y'all don't even know half of it. I was homeless with my baby at no fault of mine. I had a beautiful apartment. I can show y'all pictures. Beautiful. And my landlord committed insurance fraud, and just like that, it was gone. I was in the middle of buying a house when this happened to me. And just like that, it was gone. And I was sitting on a park bench with no place to stay with my baby. And somebody that I knew walked by and asked me why I was sitting in my pajamas with my baby. And me and my husband had separated at the time. And that person gave me a place to stay. And then 2 weeks later, I got offered a really good job. So I know that God can come through. I know that God can come through. But God ain't never, if you're going to keep sitting around negative all day and crying a river, then how can you expect anything positive to come through into your life? Okay? I might got to get surgery soon. I'm on my 3rd round of dental surgery. I had something horrific happen. I had some problems in my dental I didn't even know from when I was a child. And y'all, and some of y'all know what I told y'all I've been through as a child. I got abused and beat on as a toddler by 3 witches in my family. They were 3 witches and they was beating me to steal my energy. Guess what? They're all suffering now. They're all suffering. God delivered the karma. They're in such bad shape, it's unbelievable. So karma is real. See, a lot of people think when we get up on YouTube as psychics and spiritual coaches, y'all think we don't know pain. Some of y'all think we never been through stuff. But some of the most high-ranked spiritual teachers like me, we have been through stuff that will make you, devastate you. That you would be like, I can't hear no more. How else do some of us reach levels that we're reaching in an ascension? I told y'all I was at the point where I could have either killed myself. It was 50-50. Suicide or go to the next level of ascension. And I chose to not commit suicide. I didn't told y'all this on this channel. I told y'all this. I told y'all my brother died in his sleep on Christmas morning with a Bible in the bed with him, with his disabled kids alone in his house, and they found their dad dead Christmas morning. And I got the call that my brother was dead Christmas morning, and I had to go and verify that he was dead in here. And I had just sat down to have Christmas dinner at my in-laws' house. I literally sat down to eat at their house first and got a call that my brother wasn't waking up. And that I need to just get right back up off the table, drive an hour to claim his body. So I told you I've been through a lot. I talked to my mother on the phone. She told me she wasn't well. A couple hours later, she dropped dead in her hallway, and her neighbor let her die. Her neighbor didn't even resuscitate her or do CPR on her. Her own neighbor, who she was cool with, looked at her laying on the floor dying and did nothing. By the time the paramedics came up, my mother was dead too long. She was dead too long. So they didn't have enough time to resuscitate her brain. But that lady just wanted my mother's apartment. So that's why she didn't care if my mother laid on that floor dying in front of her. See, so what I'm telling y'all, I've been through stuff. I've been through horrific stuff. I didn't get here easy. I did not get here easy. But I've also been extremely blessed. Extremely, y'all. I've had some shocking things happen that told me, like, I know God is real. I know. Too much synchronicities, too much random manifestations has come into my life that I know. Okay? So some of y'all better start get to the point of knowing and not just thinking that God exists. You have to get to the point that you know. And one way you will get there is practice your psychic abilities. The more you practice them, the more you will become aware that the other dimensions really exist. You will start to hear them like you're hearing me. You will be sitting on a couch like I did one day, and you will literally hear those entities talking like you're hearing me. When that first happened to me, y'all, I was shocked. This was back in 2011. I had been practicing my psychic abilities for like a year, okay? Like a year. So I decided to stop watching TV. I stopped being on the internet like that. I just joined the psychic group. So I would sit on the couch for long periods of time in silence. And I never forget that this one time I was sitting on the couch and I heard this man say that he was a slave. And when I say I heard him, I didn't hear him in my mind. I heard him like I'm hearing my own voice out loud. It came through so loud like somebody spoke it through a horn. That's how loud his voice came through my clairaudient ability. It was loud. It was a dead man telling me that he was a slave. And I said, who was that? Who? And I looked around, was like, somebody just talked literally in my ear. I still was like, no, that could not have happened. And then I went in my dining room one day and I turned my head and I literally saw a ghost just go right on by. I saw the ghost. I saw the ghost, man. I said, did I just see a full-blown ghost just go right on by? I still didn't believe it. I still was in denial. And this was the cherry on top. This is when I said, no, I know I'm definitely hearing spirits. I walked in my dining room one day in the morning and I heard a full band. This lady was singing, let the sun shine in, let the sun shine in. She was singing it loud. I heard a band behind her, y'all. Look, I didn't have neighbors to listen to bands. And I could tell it was coming through the other side because it was so loud, y'all. It was so loud. I said, there's a full band in here. There's a spirit. It's loud. After that, it was on and popping. I laid down in my bed one day. I heard this baby laughing. It was a little kid, a baby little kid. She was laughing real loud near my bed. It was a baby spirit. I had my cell phone on the table. I picked up the cell phone and snapped a picture. Y'all, in the picture is literally a little kid with a hat on and a coat. You can see a soul clear as day with a hat on. It's a little taller and a coat. I sent the picture and the audio recording of the band. I sent it to Ghost Hunters. They said it was authentic. They said there is definitely somebody on this picture. I said there was nobody in the room but me. So who is this kid in this picture? And they said there is somebody talking on the audio too. They said this is authentic. We want to come to your home and set up an investigation. Y'all, I was like, I don't know. I don't want to get attacked. So I was like, I don't think it'd be safe for my daughter. So I was like, I don't know. My husband got a priest to come in. and blessed the house. And they put a cross up and a prayer blessings around all the doors. Because my husband said that he something jumped on him while he was asleep. He said something was like hitting on him. And he said he know what he felt, and he woke up sore. So he believed me at that point. And then one time my daughter and her friends was over. This is the true story, y'all. And I heard this loud whistle. I said, I know I didn't just hear somebody whistle in my bedroom. So I said, I called my daughter and her friends. I said, come in the room and hang out in here. And tell me if y'all hear something. I was just like, I know I'm not hearing somebody whistle in here. Don't you know, about 10 minutes later, we heard somebody was whistling their butt off. Don't you know, all the kids, my daughter, they just ran out the room. They ran, y'all, they ran for their life. Y'all, I ran behind them. When we got outside, my daughter's friend was like, we heard a loud whistle. We heard it. We heard it. They was like, it scared the crap out of us. Because, you know, kids can hear spirits. They were little kids. They was like, it came in real loud. I said, I knew I wasn't hearing things. And after that, my daughter's friends, they started coming out and telling me the truth about stuff. My daughter's friend was like, Miss Victoria, I didn't want to tell you, but when I stayed at your house before, something said move and pushed me out the way. So people started coming clean and saying that they was experiencing stuff in my house. They just didn't know how to tell me. So when I tell you all this stuff is real, I see if it was just happening to me. But it was happening to everybody else that was coming to my house. Okay, I had a friend of mine sit on my couch and she literally got possessed. My friend was sitting on my couch and there was another friend there who can verify it. Okay, my friend Jamal that I grew up with. Me and him was in the room when she got possessed. I went to talk to her and she was not herself. She was talking like a man. She was acting very manly. She was like, all of a sudden she knew some military fight moves. She was acting like she was in the military. And I was like, Shay. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Jamal, I think one of the spirits in my house then took over her body when she was in here napping. Y'all, we had a hard time getting that spirit out of her. It had possessed her when she was sleeping on my couch. Y'all, it was hard, y'all. I was like, get out of her. Get out of her. Y'all, finally it like left her body. Her body like fell back on the couch. And when she came in, she said, what happened? What's wrong? She said, what happened? I said, you was in my living room possessed. You had a whole different voice and everything. Y'all, she was and she's Christian. She is hardcore Christian and she got possessed. She was so freaked out. She was like, I am freaked out. Because she didn't even remember that she was possessed. Like I said, I didn't seen too much stuff. I didn't seen too much. Y'all, I didn't seen too much. This stuff is real. Somebody said their lights just cut off. I think it was, well, y'all, that wasn't the only experience. I had my dad literally visit me. I was sleeping on his couch at his mother's house before I would go to work. And because where I worked at, I decided to take a nap. And as I was napping, I heard the doorbell. I said, somebody rang the doorbell. And then it hit me. The doorbell is not hooked up. So why is the doorbell ringing? Y'all, when that hit me, I was like, there's a ghost ringing the doorbell. I was just like so freaked out. Y'all, I said, I'm just going to pretend like I don't hear it. I'm just going to pretend like I don't hear it. So then it finally stopped ringing. I said, I'm just going to lay down. Y'all, I was so freaked out. I closed my eyes for like, I don't know, maybe about a few minutes. When I opened my eyes, my dad was sitting at the end of the couch. My stepdad was sitting there. He was glowing. He was like a orange and white glow. Okay, he had like an orange hue to him. And I was like, y'all should have saw my face. I was like, how are you here? And he couldn't, he for some reason he decided to talk to me through some sort of telepathy. And I just heard, it's okay. It was like the most like soothing, airy voice you could ever hear. And then he laid his hand right on my leg and went like that. Like he used to do when I used to have nightmares. When I couldn't sleep and I would have nightmares as a kid, he would go like that to let me know he was still there. Because I would sleep at the bottom of his bed, like kind of half at the bottom when I had nightmares. And then he just smiled and he went on out. He floated on out the room, y'all. I was the only one who never got to say goodbye to my stepdad. I was on vacation when he died. And me and my stepdad was like best friends. So I think that I was his unfinished business. You know, I took care of him up until he died. I was with him the day he died, but not with him when he died. I was with him all morning and afternoon the day that he died. I think I was his unfinished business, and he was allowed to say his goodbyes and let me say my goodbye. He said, it's okay. And he floated. Y'all will just never forget. It was the exact room. The room was the same and everything. This was real. This was not like dream. He was the only thing that was dreamy in the room. The room was looking like the room like I'm seeing it like right now. He was the only thing that was dreamy in that room. So when I tell y'all I've experienced a lot. I've seen so many ghosts, so many spirits. I'm a natural medium. I tell y'all this. If I go to sleep right now, if I lay down and I don't even get to dream yet. When I lay down, I'm on the astral plane every night. I'm on the astral plane, and then it's like I go into my dream. You know, it's wild. You know, sometimes I do hear my parents. I heard my sister's boyfriend who got murdered. I heard him one day upstairs. I heard him say, "You don't want to come in and see your sister?" And I heard my brother say, "No, not yet. Not yet." Because my brother had just died. So I guess he didn't want to freak me out. He said, not yet. And I said my brother's name, like, hey. I was like, I hear you. And I heard him say, she can hear us. I heard him say that. He was like, she can hear us. I was like, I can see you and hear you. I literally said that to my sister's boyfriend. So when I tell y'all it's real, it's real, y'all. I be seeing astral travels, time travelers, aliens, all of it. I told y'all I had an alien speak in the room before. I know that I'm sick and tired of this alien trying to come in and screw around with me. I told y'all ain't gonna believe me, but I told y'all that me and my friend growing up, we was abducted by aliens. Me and my friend Jamal was abducted by aliens when we were young. A lot of people are not going to believe it, and that these aliens keep coming and stopping in. It seems like it's every 10 years of my life, these aliens come and start messing with me. I think that they're curious about people who are gifted or brilliant, or people who are very psychic. They're curious as to want to know how are we, and we're primitive. Like they want to know how we got these powers when we are primitive to them. So they're doing experiments. You know, I'm telling you. I saw some saints. A saint, a saint came. I saw a saint too. He was wearing robes, and I don't want to get into the story that was 20 years ago. I don't want to get into it, but I had a saint visit me when I was critically ill and I didn't know. I had a hidden illness. I was having trouble with one of my organs and I didn't know. And I had a saint, an angel saint. And I woke up one day and it was a saint standing there. He had on the same robes that Moses wore, similar to Moses. And he was pointing. He pointed at a grave. He pointed at the grave, y'all. He was telling me that I might die. So I was like, what does that mean? And it was an empty, open grave. And then one day I was sitting in the car, like a couple weeks later, and I swear I don't know who it was, but I heard, go to the hospital right now. Go right now. And I turned to my husband. I said, take me to the hospital right now. He said, why? I said, just take me to the hospital right now. By the time I got to the hospital, I couldn't walk. I was in critical condition and I didn't even know. I had to have emergency surgery, and my white blood cells, my body was filling up with inflammation fluid. Poisonous fluid was going through my body, and it was filling up around one of my organs. So if I would have kept walking around, I probably would have, it would have filled up my chest. By the time I got through the ER, it was in my system, my full circular system. So when they did emergency surgery, my whole body swelled up. I had to be in a suit. I was literally laid like this for like a week, y'all, with the compressions trying to get the fluid to go down because it was all through my entire body. So when I tell y'all the other side is real, that's the second time I got a warning from an angel that had to do with my health. That's the second time I heard, go to the hospital right now. So what I'm telling y'all, how come each time I heard that, it was true? So some of y'all better realize the other side is real. And if you got any negativity, clear your karmic debt. Try to get rid of it. Make right, you know. Try to make right or whatever, you know. Look at this person up trying to be negative. They sitting up at night. Sitting up at night trying to be negative. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to give y'all final message. You have to keep your schedule flexible. So some of y'all may need to be careful tomorrow about how much you have on your plate. Okay, tomorrow you could be working on something. You know, some of y'all got to let things be a little messy tomorrow and work on your manifestation. Could be a creative project, but within a few days, you're going to have to clean up. So while you're working on your manifestation project, don't worry so much about how messy things are or how messy you are on the inside. Also, I'm getting like, let yourself be messy in your art. Something about being messy in your creative art is going to help you to create something that's amazing. So you may want to not look, you may not want to do something that's so structured. You might want to do stream of consciousness. pick a certain type of writing or a certain type of art and do, and just go with the flow to see what you come up with. Okay? Now I know some of y'all are like, well, I can't believe you did a video tonight. Y'all, I told y'all, you never know what I'm going to do. You never know when I'm going to do videos. Okay, y'all, I will see y'all later. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.